huh? Handheld games, wrist games, Tiger, Pokemon, walkie-talkies? Yeah! That's not enough? Well, how about a whole fucking Tiger game console? In 1997, this was Tiger's belated answer to the Game Boy. You'd think it was called the Game.com, but it's actually the Gamecom. This thing tried to be hip and cutting edge. It had a stylus pen, making it the first touchscreen game console, and PDA features like a phone book, a calendar, a calculator, and a built-in solitaire game. You could even connect a dial-up modem to it to access the internet, text only. I don't believe it myself. Imagine reading your email on this thing, and you'd have to hook it up to a modem so you couldn't leave your house anyway. Why not just use a computer? It was supported by cartridge games. The game included with the system was a mediocre puzzle game called Lights Out, where the objects to turn out all the lights. Beyond that, it was a bunch of shitty ports like Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I don't see Scorpion or Sub-Zero. Trust me, they're not there. There's Rain and Reptile. How could you have a Mortal Kombat game without Scorpion or Sub-Zero? And who would want to play this on a crappy black and white portable console anyway? Then there's Duke Nukem. At least the voice sounds pretty good. Then there's a Batman and Robin game. Every time Batman gets hit, sounds like he just got done taking a big dump. Then there's the Lost World Jurassic Park. Isn't it always fun to dodge things that come from behind? Then there's Resident Evil 2. The same thing happens to me when I tried to play the real Resident Evil 2. You get about 3 seconds to figure out the control, and a zombie latches itself onto you and kills you. Great! Why do they have to start you right next to the zombie? Can't I get a chance? Turning yourself around is like waiting for a minute hand on a clock. Ugh! Finally, I got him. So, that's the Gamecom. Needless to say, it flopped, especially with Nintendo dominating the portable gaming market. So hey, why not just follow whatever Nintendo's doing? That mentality is what brought us what I think, so far, is the worst video game console I have ever played. The R-Zone. This is basically a shitty version of the Virtual Boy. Yes, I said that. As if the Virtual Boy isn't already shitty enough. Just look at it. What planet did this thing come from? Here's how it works. You take the game cartridge, you slide it into the system, then the screen lights up. Then you strap the thing on your head. And that's one thing I have to give it credit for, is that they actually thought to have a head strap. Anyway, the image gets projected right here. There's supposed to be a piece of reflective plastic. It's missing, but you could use almost anything. So you put it there, and then it projects the game right there. And keep in mind, this is portable, so you'd be going around public like, hey guys, how you doing? I'm just playing a game here. Just when you thought the most sorry, pathetic excuse for a video game was the Tiger wrist games, oh no, imagine playing one of these up close to your eye in red and black. Good Lord. You thought I was kidding, but it's true. This actually happened. Unlike the Virtual Boy, which causes eye strain and headaches within minutes, this thing does it immediately. Having it over one eye meant you had to go cross-eyed to look at it, or cover the other eye. By the way, the game itself sucks just as much as the other Tiger games. Thought you could turn around? Yeah, right. I love how the advertisements always show a kid playing it. Look at his expression. He's horrified. And in the commercial, the kid's screaming in agony.
You better not blink. Indy 500 roars into the R-Zone.
Was this thing intended as a torture device? What made them think this was a good idea? They did it because Nintendo did it. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Both systems came out in '95. Tiger saw what Nintendo was doing and thought, that's the new hot ticket, see? Red and black video games that you play close to your eye. If it was blue and black, I'm sure it would have been the same thing. The original idea of the Virtual Boy, so I thought, was to emulate virtual reality to make you feel like you're really there. Well, the R-Zone got as far away from that idea as possible. It's so far removed from common sense that it's baffling. What were they thinking with this shitload of fuck? I know what I'm thinking. I might carve a giraffe out of wood and decorate it with Christmas lights so I can put it up in an albatross nest. Did you expect me to say that? Probably not. Neither would you expect this crazy idea of a video game. Case closed. It sucks.
December 1st.
We gotta streamline these ideas. We need Grammarly.
I've got your back.
Oh, cool.
With Grammarly by your side at every step of the writing process, you can nail your business pitch with confidence. So let's get going. Your assignment is due tomorrow. Welcome to Ideation Station.
I already have a lot of ideas for this one pitch.
Jumpstart your work with Grammarly. We can provide an outline for your ideas in a way that will make your assignment shine.
So this is how to write a business pitch. I have too much in my intro, but haven't even thought through my financial projections. Yikes. Gotta revise.
Here in the Revision Division, we can ensure your pitch is polished.
Sometimes I need to paraphrase.
It's easy to make your work clearer and more concise. They're still your ideas, just shorter.
We'll definitely stay under the time limit this time. Better. Now the biggest part of this assignment is making the pitch compelling for the judges.
You can use Grammarly to make your sentences more engaging, confident, and persuasive.
This is perfect. I can be clear and confident when we present tomorrow. The only thing left is acknowledging our sources.
This is citation creation.
The citations are complicated and they take forever.
You got this.
Citations can be easy. Even the AI prompts you just used with Grammarly can be cited to ensure transparency with your professors.
I think we're ready to pitch.
Writing is a journey, and with Grammarly, you never have to go at it alone. Download Grammarly for free. 94% of students say Grammarly helps improve their grades. Nice moves, Bernardo.
Gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill stump and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
What happens when you take an 80s comedy film like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and turn it into an NES game? Two guys are struggling to pass their history course, so they go back in time in a phone booth to get the aid of famous historical figures. It's dumb, but it's great entertainment, and a video game adaptation seemed like a good idea. It had fun characters, time travel, and adventure. So how could you fuck it up? You want to know? That's how. Yep, like almost every movie adaptation on the NES, it was...
Great to see you today.
Hey, Coach. Must have been feeling great.
Let's see the progress. Awesome. Great work. You guys look good out there.
Thanks, Coach.
It's all paying off.
One, two, three, win! He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo, take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill cup and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
What happens when you take a movie, turn it into a show, and then turn it into a game? Well, let's take violence and bloodshed, people's intestines being ripped out, a child's head being run over by a car, and tits. It was low class, it was foul, it was despicable, and it was fucking great. So what do you do with a movie like that? Well, turn it into a children's cartoon show, of course! The Toxic Crusaders. Then there were comic books, there were toys, and video games. How do you think those games were, huh? You think they were good? Yeah. They sucked. These games were more vile than the toxic waste that spawned Toxie himself. And that's what happens when you go from hit to shit. What about Lloyd Kaufman, creator of the Toxic Avenger? What would he think? Well, guess what? He's sitting here right next to me. You! Greetings from Tromaville! Lloyd Kaufman from fucking Troma is here. This is the first time we've had a creator here in the room.
And Lloyd Kaufman is one of my favorite directors, nerd. How about you?
Yeah! Uh-huh. We got some filth here that you gotta try out because you just need to feel the pain and suffering of every child in the early 90s inadvertently caused by your creation. Gotta do it.
Get me out of slow motion! I can't get it.
Regular speed. I do this all the time. You're gonna have to feel the torture.
All right, actually, I'm a sadomasochist, so no problem.
That works out. First up, the Toxic Crusaders Game Boy game.
Wow, this is so exciting! I love this!
It's just an average side-scrolling shooter. There's not much to say. You play as characters from the show, firing off sonic snots, or throwing microscopes at people. Who the hell throws microscopes at people?
Nerd, that is not a microscope.